Yes, shifting called the work of the Normalization Committee of the Ghana Football Association. And opera making kind letters be Normalization Committee for no eguso almo juma. Now, one of the things they must do is to go through the statutes of the Ghana Football Association and regulations to make sure say review and then organize an election and elect an FA president and then the executive committee members and leave the scene. They have up to the 31st of March now now consultations be bring so ekoso. Cameroon is a typical example of baby asemasi the football na share normalization committee insa. Mami misa aka 1 or 2 be aka Cameroonian football is still in the hands of the normalization committee, correct?
Yeah.
Why has it kept so long? Or why is it that it has taken so long for the normalization committee to finish their job, organize elections, and hand over so that football will come to true normalcy in Cameroon? I'm asking you because we have a similar situation in Ghana, but ours have just begun. Yours has been there for a long time.
Well, this is the second normalization committee that we are having in Cameroon. The first one was during the period that we went for the World Cup in Brazil, and it was a disaster. I will tell you, it was not a good memory when we talk about the normalization committee. This time again, we are facing another normalization. But after the normalization was kicked out, they were kicked out, and elections were done. We had a stable FA and an FA president. But and it was during that time that we went to Gabon and won the Africa Cup of Nations.
Okay.
But after the election, the victory of the FA president was annulled because there were several legal challenges to the Court of Arbitration for Sports that they didn't follow the due procedure to run the elections.
Okay.
So the rules were bended by the then former Normalization Committee president to favor a candidate. So and
somebody took the matter to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, challenging
Amadou Baba.
The legality and the legitimacy.
The legality and the legitimacy of the FA president.
Okay.
And he won.
Okay.
He won against the FA president.
Okay.
And FIFA decided to cancel the elections and then bring in a second normalization committee that we have now.
Okay. So this is the second time a normalization committee has been put in place in Cameroon. Okay, because the first one was challenged.
Yeah.
In terms of the election that was organized. Okay. So this one too, they've been in
power. They gave them 6 months. 6 months they could not complete the job. They asked for another 6 months. They could not complete the job. Then they asked for another 4 months, which is going to expire on the 31st of December this year. Finally, they have come out with the draft resolution and the electoral code that will guide the elections. And the elections in the various regions have been conducted. All the various regional presidents have been known. Now the delegates will be going to Yaoundé to vote for who will stand as who will be the next FA president of Cameroon.
Okay.
For now, we have Bel Joseph Antoine, who has given his who has put out his candidature. We also have Seydou Bombo Joya, president. He is the son of a former Minister of Sports, Ibrahim Bombo Joya. Okay. And then Seydou Bombo Joya has also put on his candidature that he wants to be the president of the Normalization Committee. We are still waiting for other candidates. And we are
do you have a timetable for the election? Do you have have they fixed the date?
Yes, it's going to be on the 15th of this December.
December 15th.
Yeah.
So what it means is that under normal circumstance, the deadline for them to finish their work, which is by the 31st.
Immediately a president is elected, the next day the Normalization Committee hands over power to the new FA or the new regime.
We have a similar situation in our country. You know, the Anas expose that was shown, where our president was caught in various acts of, corrupt practices. Now we have an opportunity to do an election and all that. Is it difficult to go through the normalization process?
Well, I don't know whether it's the difficulty going through the normalization process or it is that these people who are being put into normalization committee, they go there and they discover the money that is in football. Because if you look, most of these people that are in the normalization committee are not people who are actively involved in running or management of football in the nation.
And then they bring them on board to come and normalize.
They are not football club presidents. They are not former football players. They are not former referees. When I talk of this, you understand what I mean. Those who have been actively involved in football. You see, like the normalization committee president of Cameroon, He is a lawyer, a private lawyer of Samuel Eto'o.
Okay.
So it's not somebody who has been actively involved in football management.
Okay.
So they find it difficult to implement some of the football rules or bring in resolutions that will be beneficial for all the sport-loving population.
Okay.
So I think one, greed is also there.
Greed is also there.
Because they go out there, they discover money that is in football.
And they want to perpetuate their stay.
They want to perpetuate their stay.
Okay.
And even in the first normalization committee that we had, their mandate was extended 3 times. Until when Cameroonians were angry, they said, no, it is too much. Even now, they complain that it is too much. Abdurrahman Amadou Baba threatened again to take the normalization committee to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, that they have overstayed their welcome. Okay. But this time around, they came out with a draft resolution, probably because of the pressure that was
mounting on them. Okay.
Yeah, probably. Who knows? They might have asked for another extension again, so as to be during the Africa Cup of Nations. But bad news has come.
Okay, so that was Mr. Aka Ayamba. I was just asking him to tell us some of the experience Cameroon have gone through since the normalization committee was put in place. Into not church and never be go through. Or some way election back my election na court cases be bring and na obede a Cameroonian FA Court of Arbitration for Sports. Emani win here because the rules were bended. I can say amfa said the mrana say fa so no. But Mami Misa Master Bazabansen and right Yensaka Kratabi from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. People were asking, say, when Ghana played against Namibia, how much did we earn? Because in the previous FA under Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi, friendly match, people were demanding that how much were we, raising or getting from those friendly matches na and so the Ministry of Youth and Sports issue statement much match need $30,000 now me person can nyina bom tina me kan nyina bom no na me okrata bi o normalization committee for na dwuma omo yere me bisa no omo tro krata we this one is inviting players and their captains so omra e share normalization committee the meeting is on the 10th omo we are there's another meeting on the 11th and the women football clubs and omo share already normalization committee for no Asia Premier League clubs Asia Division 1 clubs Asia members of the standing committees of the Ghana Football Association, referees committee, discipline committee, appeals committee, review committee, player status committee, and all these committees. But still, it looks as if said we are not moving forward. The time for election getting so close, but still, I say, baby, any.
I think say Monsieur Omoyen normal of the Omoyen normal impia bunting because. Okay, the procedure, everything is okay. You need the football people. I'm afraid club reps, I'm afraid club owners, I'm afraid referees. Now it's the turn of the players. The key football. The most important people are football. Is the players. So I think that call for the captains of various clubs is one of the most important moves for my initiative for take care. Visa boy, because there's no way we can do football without the welfare of the players. Yeah. There's no way our football will progress without the quality and the welfare of the players. So if you players from Hawa, it's one of the best things I say. I think it's a right move. I'm hoping almost here on term December between the infrastructure and some players need to be can normalization be faster here says something to boy football and yes be sure then after some be sure we the first say and they be almost school cheap players near this woman. One of the players is the most important thing in football. Oh yes, or me. We standing scared to show me now players no quality and they be attracting conform this capable football. Sure. If you go to stadium and players and hear that good, you don't expect investors, sponsors near between this capable. So when the players were fair, okay, I think everything is cool. Well, in terms of accountability, I see nothing wrong with that. And if normalization, if you say, and if some accounting for whatever they are doing now, then I think they are not aware of the BSS.
Okay.
If indeed they believe, say, to normalize our football, they should show glimpse of good things that are different from what the previous FA was doing. Now, if say normalization, there's one key thing we should expect as a good legacy. Whoever takes over the FA will from there. So if the football refuse to show accountability,
no, but I'm saying that people had to agitate. The reason why I say this thing telling us how a team of Namibia, the purpose of their travel to Namibia, and how much they got from that Namibia game. No, you don't think it came too late because this document should have come out for people to know even before a team NACO, because you said something that you were blaming the former GFA. Say when they play friendly match, they don't declare how much they get.
Yeah.
Now you get an invitation to go and play a certain match in Namibia. You go and come, and people have to call on you. Say, and Sana, you go and do this statement and bring it out and tell us the local transport and they got 30K. The 30K is for per diem. As to how much each player got and all that crap. And right, you were listening to me and the PRO.
I was on the same
and the PRO was not ready to tell us how much each player got.
Yeah, I did make I say Elvis can I say it's not because of ateti and pressure them on do buy. They think say no, I'm take you time I work be out and some of their baba. Utie and some Elvis can. I think they realize say and no my son come here no man you should need to put them on their toes.
Okay.
Because
hold on. Abushan for Adom TV so now you share Sika in every friendly match in the ministry no Edom Krata about thing plus other human normalization area but they share one ba near to us. Now when you go to our channel Agoro form yɛde dwumadie no ɛba na wie ɛnkyɛ bia yɛmrɛ no ɛkɔ bebrebe enti no one say the identity Mr. CK Obin aka Pipeline minsa kan message no o Kotoka Aviance chese Kotoka International Airport Aviance ono workers nya no mo hwɛ dwumadie no mo se mo boy abaso yɛnkɔ ne ndi dwuma pamfamwa ɛma oman Ghana ɛnkɔ CK Obin aka Pipeline. Now normalization committee for na ba be catch say Ghana and Namibia game na boy no yenya $30,000. Na match no was dubbed Dr. Hague Jim Cup 2018 under the invitation of the President of Namibia, His Excellency Dr. Hague Jim Nap and all the way Abba. But this is it. So people calling for accountability and transparency, and you won't wait for people to agitate and sign up. What about the chair say in the course?
That's the reason I think say Omurefi baby say omujani adeno. The difference between FA for Omabani adina FA president for ina any normalization committees, they are in to normalize our football and leave a legacy so that we continue from there. So they shouldn't be thinking say to say the previous FA president for no. Ghanaians don't need to demand transparency and accountability from them. They need to even come out and show us that this is indeed people with integrity who can change the face of our football.
Okay.
So Ekobana said Ghana for calling for that we lose faith in them. And there's a GDN just on Baba year football year so I think it was good say pressure about and much about and I know that Obi had questions about the players based on per diem and he said he's not ready to say it but I think these are some of the things normalization continue to understand. Say they are in to normalize our football and leave a better legacy for us, so that whoever takes over as the next FA president, like I said, FA president be over FA will show you must searching will be because the Ghanaians are going to scrutinize you in every action, every step you take. You're going to be scrutinized very well.
Yeah.
So I think normalization committee should understand that. But some of the initiatives, so take it Canadian. With the meeting of the club owners, the reps and the coaches, the referees and everything, I think it's good.
Okay.
But I'm hoping it will be fruitful so that Ghana football will change.
Okay, thank you very much. Aga.
Yeah.
So when are you leaving Ghana?
Well, I'll be leaving precisely on Monday.
On Monday.
12:30 p.m.
PM. Oh, we'll miss you. But local football in Ghana. Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They will play a match tomorrow. I want us to go and watch that match at the Accra Sports Stadium.
I'm going to be there.
You're going to be there.
Ashanti Kotoko is my favorite team from Ghana.
Yeah. You like Kotoko?
I like Kotoko.
Is Kotoko popular?
That's the most popular team, Ghanaian team that we know out in Cameroon. Yeah.
The most popular Ghanaian team in Cameroon.
Yeah.
Is Asante Kotoko.
Ashanti Kotoko.
And don't you know Hearts of Oak? Haven't you heard of Hearts of Oak?
We
before?
know Hearts of Oak. We have heard about Hearts of Oak. They dominated in the 2000s.
Yeah, they won
in the CAF
they won the
Champions
Champions League in the year
the
2000.
CAF Champions in the year 2000. So, but if you look at the history of Ghanaian football, a team that has made an impact, especially in the 80s, you realize that Ashanti Kotoko was always there. They were always at the top of Ghanaian football. So it brought a lot of news out in Cameroon. Yeah.
So Kotoko is popular in Cameroon than Hearts of Oak?
Very, very popular.
Than Hearts of Oak?
Yeah, of course.
How come?
Well, also we used to have players who played for Ashanti Kotoko that came to play in Cameroon. Yeah. And they were very, very good inspirational players.
Kotoko players, some of them came to Cameroon to come and play.
Yeah, in the 80s.
In the 80s.
Yeah.
And that's how come Kotoko became popular.
Yeah, of course.
And they are
we used to have
dominant
a
in Africa.
goalkeeper who was the goalkeeper of the national team of Ghana in the 80s. He played in Cameroon.
I'll check. I'll do my checks and find out who that goalkeeper is.
Yeah.
But Hearts of Oak
Mills Odakwe. Something like that.
Mills Odakwe.
Yeah.
I think I have to check this thing so that we are sure of
that's the name,
who exactly you are talking about.
He was goalkeeper of Racing of Bafusa.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we had also some Cameroonian players who came here to come and play. You remember Valentine
Atem Valentine.
Yeah, he came to play for Boise Ashanti Gold.
Yeah.
I remember.
And also Mbola Sanja.
Mbola Sanji.
Yeah.
He played for Ashanti Kotoko.
Yeah.
Mbola Sanji played for Kotoko.
Mbola Sanji played
He was
for.
a very good player. He played for Mount Cameroon Football Club.
Yeah, but Cameroonian local football in Cameroon, club football in Cameroon, it's like it's on the downward trend, or
yeah, on the downward trend because that finance is not there. Yeah, money is not being pumped. I think last year we had MTN. That was the official sponsor of the league.
For the league, Cameroon, MTN sponsored the league.
Yeah.
Okay.
We played MTN Elite One Football Championship.
Okay.
But this year, we are not sure if at all MTN will come in.
Okay.
But we are still waiting and we are still hoping. But when we talk about the economic side of football in Cameroon, it's not really as good.
Are players paid well in the league?
It's not really good. It's not really good. When we talk, not every team pays well. When we talk about teams that pay well, just I will tell you Cotton Sport of Garo.
Cotton Sport of Garo, because it's a company team.
It's a team owned by a cotton company.
Cotton company, so they are well resourced.
They are well resourced,
okay.
And that is why they have won the league more than even Canon of Yaoundé.
Canon of Yaoundé.
Yes.
Okay, they've been dominant.
They have been very, very dominant in the Cameroon league.
Okay, all right. Abushanfo, his name is Aka Ayamba in Tui, Cam 1, and they of free Cameroon Abba. Yet basi na yak sorry so now I say Cameroonian football now. Ghana football too has been on the downward trend for some time now.
We thought Ghana football is better in terms of financial how do I put it? The financial kickbacks that they have, the players or salary wise. I don't know. You can tell me better.
I'm in a position to tell you better.
Yeah.
But Abasi, thank you very much for passing through. Thank you very much, my brother. Safe flight on your way back to Cameroon.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Next week, you'll be Bye bye.